All right, the Seahawks, again, very weird year. You could basically trace it to Earl Thomas's injury, which turned them into a completely different team. The best win they had all year was obviously over the Patriots in Week 10, 31-24. They made the Patriots make a lot of bad mistakes. The worst loss was just after the Thomas injury. It was against the Green Bay Packers, 38-10.
Yeah.
They forgot how to play football.
They
just got rolled.
Yeah, and started their slide into breaking their 4-year streak of having the best scoring defense in the NFL. The team MVP, maybe even the MVP of not only this season but the last 4 seasons, is Earl Thomas. I had no idea how valuable Earl Thomas was until I saw the Seahawks without Earl Thomas.
He's never not been in there. I mean, that's the thing.
I've never seen a team change this quickly when you remove one defensive player. Like, J.J. Watt didn't play this year, and the Texans are still an okay defense.
Right.
Earl Thomas is probably the most valuable defensive player in the league.
Robert Mays, if they're going streaking, what's happening?
I think it's 2 different factors. One, Russell Wilson's still a pretty good player.
Yep.
And he can make plays and kind of transcend whatever deficiencies they have on offense. 2, they still have a lot of talent on defense. I know Earl Thomas isn't there, but when you have guys like Michael Bennett,
Cam Chancellor's
still there. Cliff Avrill's still a pretty good player, Richard Sherman. And in my mind, their best defensive player not named Earl Thomas this season has been Bobby Wagner. What he's done as a pass rusher, everything else. So when you have guys like that, even if you're not quite the team you used to be, you still can give people some fits.
I think if the Seahawks are going to go streaking, if they're going to win it all, we're going to need to see out of his mind, ridiculous, awesome Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
I think we're going to need to see him escaping sure sacks because the Seahawks offensive line is terrible. They're going to need to see him, making like very accurate downfield throws. He's been a little bit off this year with knee injury, ankle injury. He just hasn't been very accurate this year relative to where he is before. Well, where do we begin on this, honestly? There's a few things. I think, to me, the biggest thing is without Earl Thomas, the middle of the field is open for opposing quarterbacks. And there's too many good quarterbacks in the NFC right now. I mean, put them up against the Falcons. Matt Ryan is going to attack that mercilessly. And I just don't know if Seattle...
They're playing the Lions, by the way, in the first week. So we'll get there.
We're all set to win against the Lions.
They went from, I think, 5th in total offense to 16th. I mean, they can't... A middle of the pack offense is not... that's not them. I mean, their ability to create things on the ground used to start their entire team. Mm-hmm. Their ability to control the ball, their ability for Marshawn Lynch to break off big runs. Without that, without Rawls having the season he had last year, I mean, there's just nothing they can do offensively that can bail out Russell Wilson.
I feel like if they go to Atlanta, they will lose. They assume they will beat Detroit. I just don't think Detroit has it. For all their deficiencies, they're a better team than the Lions. But that Falcons offense right now, it's a little too much to ask for them to stop them without Earl Thomas.
Yeah, I have them losing in the divisional round also. One of the biggest things I see with the Seahawks, not only this year but in previous years, is they get off to really slow starts. Mm-hmm. And if you get off to a slow start against this Falcons team, it's good night. They'll just continue to score all game, and you're going to play catch up the whole time. I just don't see them being able to do that.
When Seattle plays Atlanta, Julio Jones, Taylor Gabriel are going to be able to control the middle of the field. That's number one. Vic Beasley against that offensive line.
Against the right tackle, yeah.
Good luck. I mean, that has the capability to get out of hand. Really, truly. And we don't think, look.
The disclaimer before that game starts.
The Panthers went up 31-0 on the Panthers last year, and they made it a close game. So it's not like they can't go down big. I sort of see a similar thing. Maybe not 31 points, but I see like maybe a 21-0 start to that game where Atlanta really hands it to them.